Holla, 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 holla. See, I didn't know when it started, so holla peeps, it's your girl Schree reporting live for SchreeTV. Holla. I thought they were going to a lunch break, but now there's some cop on the stand now for the trial of
Move to admit this exhibit, Your Honor.
Martin MACNEIL. You see, I've seen it spelled MACNEIL, MCCN, and MACNEIL. Is his name MACNEIL or is it MACNEIL, like MacDonald?
So you pointed out, will you show us on this diagram,
The hell's his name?
out of the way, where Michelle's body was when you came in?
I'm just gonna go with Mac.
Originally, she was in this.
Change it up.
Here, which is indicative of by the water on the floor in that picture. And as you can tell, I mean, it's not a very big area. Master bedroom is considerably larger. There was furniture that we did move to provide us better room, but we removed her from this area.
Baby has gotten half of our costumes for the Betty's Halloween bash. Shout out to all the Bettys. Be there or be
better access, because like I said, there was going to be
square.
EMS and paramedics on scene. And
let me look at the flyer.
Myself personally, I moved the nightstand with the medication. That's why I saw the medication on the nightstand.
And that's how we remember that.
That's correct.
When you came in, where was you described as the normal bed of the hospital?
To my best recollection, the normal bed was more towards this end of the bedroom, and the hospital bed was more over here with the nightstand.
The Halloween bash is Saturday, October 26th.
That's great, thank you.
Holla. I should go to the activities or to the event page.
You were performing chest compressions on Michelle in the bedroom area on the carpeted floor.
There were a couple things that I noted. Originally, when we started doing compressions in the bathroom, because I had the bag, I could hear a gurgling coming from her lungs. When we moved her into the carpeted area and I took over compressions, when I would do the compressions, I could hear gurgling.
I'll be posting it.
I also noted that her color was going from the bluish condition, pale blue, to more of a pink, fleshy color, and there was starting to be some weeping of blood from the incisions around her hairline and eyes.
And you talked about a few things. One is some bleeding.
Correct.
Another is changing color.
Correct.
Another is gurgling.
Correct.
From your training and experience, are those indicative of anything?
Projection, foundation,
Sustained.
Have you been trained on CPR as it relates to someone who may have been exposed to water or in water?
Yes.
And are there things that you would look for when performing CPR related to that?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, and you talked about gurgling. Is gurgling one of those things?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so based on your training, what is gurgling indicative of?
This person has not been designated as an expert, and he can't testify about what that indicates.
Okay, they're taking a quick sidebar here because Officer Ray Orman's being asked to say, what does it mean when you hear gurgling coming out? And the defense saying, no, he's not an expert on this, so we don't want him to say what that may mean. So they took a quick sidebar there. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. More on the Martin MACNEIL murder trial after this.
There we go. Silence. trying to cover this story with this man. I mean, it really doesn't look good from the start. It looks like, you know, from Jump Street, trying to do CPR in a bathtub. And he's holding the phone. Maybe it was a cell phone, you know. Shout out to all my peeps on Facebook holding it down, and everybody on Twitter. Gotta keep my eye on the screen. You never know when they're gonna come back into court. That was a weird place to have an itch. I just posted love. It goes a long way. Holla. Because love does. See, maybe they are on a lunch break and they're just showing stuff from before. What the hell? Hold up.
Has the training on CPR changed in the last few years as it relates to breaths and chest compressions?
It has slightly, but not dramatically.
See,
As
this
far as
guy's the
rates
second
go,
officer to arrive on the scene. See, I haven't
it's
seen
still
him
around
before.
100 rates a minute, and breaths is still typically 2 breaths per cycle. But the emphasis has changed more to compressions being proper rate and proper depth.
Okay.
Ooh, her lungs
So
had
you're doing chest
had
compressions.
fluid in them that
Is she
caused
still
gurgling.
on her upper body at this point?
At that point, yes.
There was a lot of
Was the
snot
gurgling
coming out of her
on upper
nose.
body, or were you skin to skin?
It was not a pretty
What can you
scene.
tell us about how her body felt to you?
Cold, cool to the touch. And she was wet.
Shame.
Did anything happen while you were performing chest compressions?
Yes. As I was doing the compressions and the gurgle continued, fluid actually came out of Michelle's mouth. At that point,
When they were doing chest compressions,
Yes,
food
was
came out her
fluid.
mouth. Oh, man.
And there was quite a lot of fluid that came out.
No
How
mercy.
much?
If I had to estimate, I'd say about 3 cups.
3 cups
And
of
what did
food.
you do when she
Ooh.
began to expel this clear fluid?
We turned her head to the side so the fluid wouldn't go back into her.
This is the part where I gagged.
Fluid came out.
He's talking about the fluid coming out of her mouth, like 3 cups of fluid.
Mucusy. Not very good, cloudy.
Gag reflex.
You
Let
talked
me check my
about
Facebook.
exhalations of substance.
Right.
Where did these, let's talk about the first one first, where did that go?
The first one, because Officer Mossy was providing rescue breaths, that went onto him. Went on his hands, went on his legs. When we turned her head to the side, the second exhalation of fluid went on me, onto my legs.
The frothier
mucusy.
Eric, I said love it goes a long way. Eric goes, love sucks. My boy Eric Salisbury.
Water being expelled.
That's funny as hell.
Compressions, you're kneeling right next to, in this case, Michelle. My right knee was right next to her shoulder, and my left knee was right next to her shoulder, and I was leaning over her body, and so the fluid was coming out right next to me.
Did it get on you at all?
It did.
The fluid got on
How
him
long was
too.
your shift that day?
A day shift runs from 6 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock p.m.
You know what?
And you said that you would get
Thumbs up to the first responders, man. They see everything.
You called dispatch to check in that you had arrived.
No, it would have been shortly thereafter. I don't remember the exact time. Probably, I couldn't give you an exact time.
Whew.
Okay. And how long did you stay at the MACNEIL residence?
I was there until they removed Michelle, and from a minute or two shortly thereafter, so I couldn't give you an exact time, but that's kind of the...
But you still had patrol duty after?
I did. I still had several hours of patrol duty afterwards.
And so when she expressed this fluid, frothy substance on you, did you continue to wear your uniform that day?
No, after that incident, and actually during that incident, I was told by the supervisor to go home and change, and then come back to patrol shift.
And you in fact did that?
I did.
What happened after you had been doing CPR and she had expressed the liquid and then the second more frothy substance?
I continued doing compressions. The EMTs and paramedics began arriving on scene. At that point, they cut the clothing off of Michelle so that they could put the patches for their EKG monitor on her. Once they had done that, they had me cease compressions for a moment and to check and see if there was a pulse. And there was not, and so I continued doing compressions.
Okay.
They're getting the witnesses on the stand pretty quick.
Correct. They eventually released me. Took over.
What you say, speedy trial?
You said that you recognized the defendant, Martin MACNEIL.
That's correct.
Were you observing the defendant during this time when you were doing chest compressions and such?
Not during the whole time, but as we were doing CPR on Michelle, he was moving back and forth in and about the bedroom and the bathroom. He appeared to be agitated. He was
Nikki Lumberg, I'm waiting for your email back.
And it was
Okay, holla.
Michelle, but it would break that concentration.
Don't make me put you on blast.
All right, we have been listening to the testimony of Officer Ray Orman, who is describing how he performed CPR on Michelle MACNEIL, and the judge allowing the prosecution's request to, what's that gurgling mean? And he said it meant there was fluid inside her lungs, and that fluid came out once he was performing CPR. He described it as 3 to 4 cups worth, but that's a lot. Enough for him to have to go home and change his uniform as he continued his patrol duty later on that afternoon. Then, there towards the end, he was describing what Martin MACNEIL was like in the moments after he performed that CPR. We're going to continue that gruesome testimony coming up after this short break. Stay with us. It's Steinmark's biggest 12-hour sale of the season. This Saturday from 9 to 9 with Preview Day Friday. Save up to an extra 50% off our already discount prices. That's up to 80% off department store prices. The 12-hour sale. You're going to save a lot.
Welcome back on sweet things your family loves with 0-calorie monk fruit in the raw. It's made with the natural vine ripening sweetness of fruit, so you can serve up deliciously.
I'm so pissed that we can't go live again tonight.
No matter how busy or more
Fucking
do something better for yourself. And
phone.
With Benefiber, fiber that's cage-free, grit-free, and dissolves completely.
All blog talk jocks know your phone is your key component in your show. Everybody knows I've been complaining about the Galaxy because it wasn't ringing. T-Mobile was supposed to send our phone. We were supposed to get the new Galaxy in the beginning of the week. Baby had it out with them. They hadn't even shipped it out. Then they wanted to give us a loaner phone. It was a BlackBerry phone. This shit was so small, not good quality. On your end, you wouldn't hear us very well. And now we have the phone. As you guys remember, there was a time when I could hardly hear Michael, and it was very frustrating, and I can't hear you guys. So we are waiting for our Galaxy 4 to arrive, and that should be Monday. So frustrating. But such is technology today. If you've got an internet show, sometimes you're going to have technological problems. So kill me, because I got a lot to tell y'all.
We know how you feel about your car. So when coverage really counts, count on Nationwide Insurance. Because it's precious to you, it's precious to us. Just another way Riveted members work.
So we have been playing shows for you this week that we hope that you've been enjoying. Some of you that have not heard the show, just coming on board, you can get familiarized with us. Go to SchreeandBaby.com, click on the blog talk widget, or you can listen to the older shows right there on the archive page of our website, SchreeandBaby.com. Order a copy of Love Lullaby. Make you feel good. It'll make you feel good, good. I sign each copy special. And a portion of the proceeds goes to the Southern Nevada. What is it? Shut up. The Salvation Army of Southern Nevada. All the yapping in my ear. Too much. Holla. That's it. Alright, let me see. Looks like we're going back in the courtroom.
Yelling.
I don't remember his exact verbiage, but he was yelling in references to why she had the surgery, that she was on a lot of medication.
Oh, yeah. He was yelling, like, why did she have to have the surgery now? Oh, holla.
He's there faster.
Acting. Bad acting.
Was this concentrated? Was it all over the place?
It was kind of more all over the place.
Was it like other situations you've experienced?
No.
Sustained.
Alright, y'all. This video has
You
been
said
20
it was
minutes
distracting.
long.
Correct.
Time flies. I'll put this video up. There is more SchreeTV coming at ya. Holla. I love you guys.